Hey ladies, how you doing? So, I want to talk about the benefits of journaling. I've been journaling for some while now, not too long, maybe since about August or so. And I was kind of resistant against journaling because I felt like, what's the point? If you're seeing a therapist or if it's in your brain, you know it's there. What's the whole big gist of putting it on paper? But I come to realize there's a whole strategy method, behind journaling. If there's no right or wrong way to do journaling. It's all about doing it the way you want to do it and how you see fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. I'm not going to draw this out, but the first benefit of journaling is releasing tension and clearing your mind. Now, it's in there, but you don't realize when things are just sitting up in there, rattling around, making you think one way, making you do another thing, making you react one way, sending off triggers when you think about it. It's just amazing how when you put something on paper, and you may have to put it on paper more than once, it just clears your mind. You feel like, okay, I got it out. I got it out. It's not in my head anymore. You may think about it every now and then, because that's me. But the fact of getting it out on paper, it's a game changer. Releasing that tension, like when you're thinking of something that really, 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 really bothers you. It's a lot of reallys. You sit back and you get your journal. Like, this is a new one that I have here. You get your journal and you just start jotting down. And it could be as simple as, I went to Walmart and the cashier lady pissed me off. Something simple as that. Or it can be something deep, dark, where you're like, I really want to take care of this in my personal life. This is bothering me. This is hindering me, so forth and so on. Whatever it may be, you write it down. You'll be so surprised how you feel. Okay, benefit number 2, you get to track your emotions. And I didn't realize until I started reading back, and this is in my therapy sessions, my therapist didn't want to know exactly what I wrote, but kind of like a paraphrase, And he said, think about how when you release certain things, how you felt, and then how you started your next day, or whenever you did pick back up and journal, how you felt. You didn't feel so tight, you didn't feel so angry, you didn't feel so on edge, because you didn't have that weight on you anymore. So I'm just looking down at my papers. I want to make sure I stay on target, y'all. So you track your emotions and you gain clarity on your triggers. And if you know what bothers you, you tend to stay away from that. In addition to staying away, you just set your boundaries. You just set your boundaries and you say, you know what? This here is going to piss me off. And you know what? It may not piss you off in the beginning, but sometimes the prolongedness of it. Say if you do something. If you do something, you talk to someone, whatever it may be. We're going to use a person as an example. You and this person is talking. You may talk on the phone, see each other, whatever the case may be. Everything's good. And then something they say or something you say that make them say something, whatever the case may be, it triggers you. They may have not done it intentionally. They think they're talking to you as being a friend or whatever the case may be. But in all reality, it's a trigger. And then there's a flip side to that, because then when you get triggered by it, they think that that you can't handle what they're saying to you, like real talk or whatever the case may be. But that's not the case. Sometimes things are just triggers, and that's what I've learned with journaling. Me jotting down things, me understanding what was a trigger, what conversation, what person, what event, what happened at work, whatever the case may be, what happened at the grocery store, whatever the case may be. But it helps me track my emotions to see where I am, and plus the day that you choose to do your journaling. If you want to put a date in there, if you want to leave it undated, just put the year. You can do it any way you want to. You don't even have to go in chronological order. But I tend to put like a smiley face, a straight face, or I might just write the mood that I'm in that particular day, just in the corner or something like that. This is a new one. This is my new one. Like, I might just put the date right here, and then I'll put right here like what my mood is, because that goes back and it helps you understand what's going on and how you're feeling, and it helps you with your process and all that healing that we're trying to do and get that weight off of us. Benefit number 3 is, if for those of you that are like me, I'm just giving you the benefit for me. Coping with anxiety and depression. It really made me realize that I hold on to things, if it's from my past, or if it's from an individual, or if it's from just a moment, whatever it may be. I hold on to it versus addressing it. The things that I do address, I shouldn't address. The things that I need to address, I address. If you did I say it right? What I need to address, I don't address, and what I shouldn't address, I do address. Which is totally backwards, because some things we need to just let go. And that's what I'm learning now. So I'm understanding this whole thing with anxiety, how if you don't address it, you can get in a depressed state. And I've definitely been there. And some days, you go back there. You just, it just happens. But I did write down here, doing my journaling, it helps me, and I'm sure it will help you or anyone else, accepting the feeling. It's okay to be in that moment. Don't beat yourself up when you're in that, and this is for lack of better words, please don't take it like that sunken place, or that place where you feel like you need to get out of once you're in that anxiety or that depression. Just not feeling like yourself. It's okay to feel like that, because it's good to be mindful and to be present in those feelings. Let them feelings come, accept them, and then let them go. That's it. And if they come right back, just do the same process, and eventually they will go. And I'm learning that, but it's just taking some time. But again, I have to figure out the way to address things that I should address, and don't address the things that I should not address. But I do address them in my journal. Last but not least, the 5th benefit is it helps you slow down. When you suffer with anxiety, you tend to be like this. You're anxious. And you may not be anxious on the outer exterior. You may be just nice and calm and mellow and just right with the vibe. But on the inside, you're like this. You're racing, you're rolling, you got 10 million things going on, and you trying to address them all, or you trying to address the top 3. Because you're like, look, I gotta get this done, and I need, then you start worrying other people, because now you're worrying and you trying to get them to be like, okay. So what I find is that it helps me slow down when I feel like I'm being a little bit too anxious. I'll pull the journal out. I am gonna get me a smaller journal, because my pocketbooks are not big at all. I'm probably going to get one of the little teeny moleskins, but my handwriting is so large, so I don't know if I'm going to even waste my money on that. And I don't want to get a bigger pocketbook. I like small bags. But just to kind of go, it helps you slow down, and it helps you focus even when you can't focus. And that's a part of the anxiety piece. So if you feel like you're all over the place, your thoughts are all over the place, and you just want to gain clarity, and you just want to, understand why you feel the way you do, sometimes writing things down, dumping it out your head, clearing that space will make you feel so much better. And you will feel, for me, you will feel that weight lifted off your shoulders. And it's a beautiful feeling. In the beginning, it took a while. It's like, oh, okay, you don't feel it. It's just like, I just wrote in a book. I wrote on some white line pages. But you have to just trust the process. It takes time, and it takes your energy. Because if you really, really want to get the whole benefit of journaling, you just got to take your time. And I did write some other things down here, and it's that I want to share with you guys. It's okay not to journal every day. It's okay. And it's okay to not be super, super neat in your journal. This is your journal. No one's going to see it. This is your own thing. And that's me. I am a perfectionist when it comes to my stationery. If I'm writing on some paper, like this paper right here is a total mess, but I'm learning it's okay to have a mess on your paper. That's just showing you how your brain is functioning.
If I sit back and I write so nice and neat in my journal, and then I make a mistake, I don't have nothing in here. I get the whiteout little thingy, and I'll go across it. But then that irritates me. But I have to understand it's okay to not be a perfectionist in your journal. This is where you can be yourself and let it all out. And you can be yourself not just in your journal, everywhere. But when you want to have a space and just have a place where you could just be you, this is the place, you know. And I tend to like to get journals that says nice little things. This says, this is my time. This is a new journal that I have that I'm going to definitely incorporate in my plethora of journals. I have a lot. I'm moving towards more of this style of journal versus the spiral. These are the 3 that I write in now. Now, another thing I wanted to say. It's okay to have multiple books. I know some people like to have things in chronological order, you know, to know where you were in 6 months, how things happened, how did you feel, and so forth and so on. But I'm a scatterbrain, and it's okay, and I can admit that. So I have more than one journal. So this one, I had something, I pretty much tore the pages out, but I have this one here. And it just says, life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So I find when I get journals that have nice little sayings on it, it's just definitely cheers you up, nice little motivational stuff. And this one says, this is the nice little purple one, if you can dream it, you can do it. This is the one I'm in right now. This is the one I'm going heavy hard in. But I'm probably going to just go into this one. And this one here is just a little spacey looking one. And I just was writing down like little things, like words. So it's okay to have multiple, because I'm going to be honest with you, some days I don't even want the spiral notebook in my face. I don't want the little journal one in my face. You know, it's okay to go with your mood. Now, if you want them ladies or gents that just want to have one journal, it's okay. People love like moleskin, so you can go get ones like I get. I found all of mine from like Five Below, Target, Walmart. Not really Walmart. Walmart really never has what I'm looking for. But Target has really nice journals. And Five Below I mentioned. And, you know, a good old Office Max Staples, they have journals too. They have nice little cute sayings on there. A little more pricey, but they do have them. They do have them. And, you know, Amazon and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I want to share that with you. Nice and simple, nice and sweet. I just want to share that, you guys. I journal, and I don't journal every day. I journal when I need it. Every day does not require me to put a load out. If you know, if that makes any sense on paper, because every day I don't feel like that. In the beginning, when I first started journaling, I had so much to get out. So now I'm at a point now where I don't have to journal like that. And I'm definitely going to share with you later on in another video some prompts that you can kind of ask yourself if you don't have anything to say, anything to write down. There's questions that you can ask yourself that can help you prompt yourself into journaling. Okay? So let me know if you like this video, because definitely there's more to come. And this felt so good sharing with you guys about my process and about how I do everything in regards to journaling and the 5 benefits that have helped me thus far. And there's so many more, and I don't want to, you know, bore you and overload you with 10 or 20, but I think 5 is really good, and it lets you know if there's something that you really want to do or something that you don't want to do, because there's so many other ways to release tension and find clarity in yourself. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to share some more with you. So I want to say hey to all my new subscribers, hey to all my loyals. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.